Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
After a city council meeting in Sunnyside, we are learning about the investigation into city manager Mike Gonzalez.
Plus, West Richland Animal Control says dog dumping cases continue to rise. How officials are responding.
Also ahead, we'll tell you about the Blue Mountain Humane Society transformation and how it will impact adoptable dogs.
And a live look now outside from our Sky Cam network. This is overlooking the ridge out in Yakima County. Hayden Nix in for Stacy Lee on this First Alert Weather Day. The News at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
And a very good Tuesday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. All right, so with the potential for thunderstorms in the region on this First Alert Weather Day, we do want to start with your first look at your forecast.
Yeah, Hayden Nix in tonight for Stacy Lee again. He joins us now with more on the conditions leading to increasing fire risk.
Well, we're tracking more than just the heat. We are now talking about some rain potential in the forecast, and we're tracking some as we speak on this Tuesday evening, especially down in the southwestern areas of Yakima County. But one of the things we talked about, and this is coming through fruition, is the chance for rainfall activity along the leeward side of the Cascades. But one big concern is going to be some lightning coming out of these that could spark some wildfires out there. Hopefully we're not seeing that being the case. That haziness is actually coming from wildfires in Idaho, if you were wondering where that was coming from. So nothing here locally, but definitely something we are watching very closely. For this evening, temperatures not quite as intense as we were expecting. That's thanks to increased cloud cover and that haziness that's helping block out some of the heat increasing from the sun, but we're also still going to be above normal. So for this evening, temperatures are going to remain mild with upper 60s to lower 70s area wide, and then for tomorrow we'll get back closer to normal with an increase in cloud cover keeping those temperatures tame. But we're also seeing an increase in rain chances, which of course we'll talk more about coming up.
New at 5 tonight, we learned today that a Wapato man has been found guilty of murder following a deadly crash in Yakima County back in 2023. Authorities say 36-year-old Jason Alexander Logie was drunk when he crossed the center line on North Track Road, hitting an oncoming vehicle head-on. The driver of that vehicle died from their injuries. The U.S. Attorney General's office says a jury trial began August 18th. Just 2 days later, the jury returned a guilty verdict for second-degree murder. The man is now scheduled to be sentenced on November the 18th.
Continuing coverage now on a hot topic in Sunnyside. When will the investigation on its city manager wrap up? On Monday night's city council meeting, the non-disciplinary paid administrative leave for Mike Gonzalez was up for discussion once again. In the meeting, the city's attorney said the investigation is in its final steps and working through where it needs to go from here, adding they need more time from their already 90 days of investigating. Although one council member called to end the investigation, ultimately, the majority of the board voted in favor.
I'd like to approve the resolution extending the City Council's June 2nd, 2025 action, placing the city manager on non-disciplinary administrative leave until September 9, 2025, or if a decision to take action is made related to the pending internal investigation, whichever occurs first.
So again, that city council also approved to extend the current interim city manager's contract to September 30th or by final action related to the pending investigation, whichever comes first. We will keep you posted.
Well, a joyful celebration at Benton County Fire District 1 as their levee lid lift crosses the finish line in the primary election. The levee passed with a majority vote, and the chief says he is very thankful for the voters' support. A reminder, once implemented, the levy will increase from $1.28 per $1,000 of assessed value to $1.50 per $1,000 of assessed value, ensuring continued excellence in service. The chief telling us that with the levy now officially passed, he sees only bright prospects ahead.
We're going to continue on with our plans to accomplish the things that we put in there. We need to replace a medic unit. We need to hire a few more firefighters and some improvements. We will be working diligently over the next several months to update our strategic plan and our apparatus replacement schedule so we can accomplish those things that we need to.
Chief Leparco notes that the property tax increase will take effect starting after the new year, marking the beginning of vital upgrades for the station.
West Richland Animal Control says dog dumping cases continue to rise, and they're asking the community now to step in and help. Officials say the number of abandoned animals has put added strain on their kennels and resources. Several citations have already been issued this year, but officers say solving the problem will take collaboration.
If you see people that are dumping them out of the vehicles, get a recording, get the plate, and report it to the animal control that's working there.
Under Washington law, abandoning an animal is a gross misdemeanor, which can result in fines or jail time. In an unprecedented move, President Trump escalates his pressure against the Federal Reserve. He claims he's fired Fed Governor Lisa Cook, citing allegations of mortgage fraud.
Brian Abel is at the White House tonight with questions of whether the president has the authority to fire her as she vows to fight back.
No president has fired a Fed governor before. The Federal Reserve has been independent of the executive branch since 1951. And it's unclear if President Trump has the ability, the legal authority to fire Lisa Cook. There's legal ambiguity of what justifies for cause, the only avenue for the president to legally fire her. The allegations stem from Cook's 2021 mortgage applications before she joined the Fed. A CNN review found she listed 2 separate properties as her primary residence. And that's the alleged fraud Trump refers to in his letter firing her, accusing her of making false statements and being deceitful because she could have received better interest rates for primary versus secondary residencies. Cook, who was appointed to a 14-year term by then President Joe Biden in 2022, is denying the claims and has not been charged or convicted with anything. In a statement, Cook said, President Trump purported to fire me for cause, when no cause exists under the law, and he has no authority to do so. I will not resign.
That was Brian Abel reporting. If Trump is successful in firing Cook, the first black woman to serve in the role, it would give him a majority of appointees on the Fed's influential board of governors as he looks to further pressure the Fed into lowering interest rates.
Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of the blinding dust storm in Arizona and the big change coming to the Northeast for Labor Day. Plus, Diane Sawyer is with Bruce Willis's family.
Then be sure to stay with us live at 6 as our own William Albert breaks down the impact of the rise of dog dumping cases out in West Richland.
The Blue Mountain Humane Society prepares to transform a storage space into something special for adoptable dogs.
So the Walla Walla shelter received a $15,000 grant from the Wild Horse Foundation to build a new doggy lounge. The home-like space will give dogs a calmer setting to meet potential families instead of the high-energy outdoor kennels.
The doggy lounge will be built inside the Humane Society's current storage facility. Steve Lenz, the development manager, says they are a nonprofit with the mission to help with animal welfare around the Walla Walla Valley.
The first few minutes of them coming out of a kennel looking like that, it doesn't give potential adopters sort of an accurate idea about, the animal's personality and how they might feel in their home.
Podium Construction will handle the project. The company has donated labor on past shelter renovations. Construction begins soon, and staff believe the new space will lead to more adoptions all across the Walla Walla Valley. Apple Valley News Now live at 5 is just getting started. Here's what's coming up next.
We'll tell you the action the Benton Franklin Health District is asking the community to take as International Overdose Awareness Day approaches.
And let's go outside. Here's a live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Richland, thanks to Legends Casino Hotel. Kind of cloudy out there. How long will this kind of weather last? As we are getting closer to midweek, Hayden Nix is in for Stacy. He's back with your full First Alert weather forecast as we are on your side.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out for an unforgettable adventure, or take a sporty sedan for a spin, all while driving with confidence. See what makes Honda the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.49% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
An old ranch, a trail, and a waterfall. Apple Valley News Now, tonight at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. International Overdose Awareness Day is this Sunday, August 31st.
It is a global effort to remember lives lost, support grieving families, and promote overdose prevention. Locally, the Benton Franklin Health District is urging the community to take action. This year, the Benton Franklin Health District is asking the community to imagine what it means to be a family, one built on compassion and connection. The Be a User, Save a Life campaign encourages everyone to carry naloxone, a medication that can reverse an opioid overdose.
Officials say substance use disorder is treatable and recovery is possible. They remind us that even small acts of understanding and support can make a life-saving difference.
We have an education alert for you. Columbia Basin College and Eastern Washington University are teaming up to expand 4-year degree opportunities for Mid-Columbia students. The two schools signed a memorandum of understanding this week on CBC's Pasco campus. The agreement strengthens collaboration through the Destination Eastern program, designed to give students who start at CBC a smoother path to earning a bachelor's degree at EWU. As part of the partnership, Eastern will also waive its $60 undergrad application fee for eligible students.
This has been a great relationship for our students. Our faculty get to work with their faculty on those course-by-course articulations to make sure that the student is getting the best advice here about what to take.
Officials say the partnership reduces barriers and opens more doors for students to achieve their educational and career goals.
Parents across the U.S. are spending more than expected on their children this year.
At the same time, many parents are also missing out on opportunities to earn strong returns on their savings.
All right, you have my attention, my full attention on this one. Ivan Rodriguez reports on the best saving tools for parents this back-to-school season.
Often overloaded with spending and savings decisions, many U.S. parents find it challenging to budget for their child's expenses.
Anytime you're looking at spending more than what you had anticipated, it is a bit stressful.
Lauren Weibar with Vanguard says nearly 70% of parents spent more money than expected on their children this year, according to their latest consumer survey. More than half of parents reported spending about $1,000 or more in the last year on unexpected or emergency expenses for their children.
I think for every individual, there's a different trigger point of dollars that generates a level of stress. But I would say that $1,000 mark is fairly significant.
A new report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the prices of educational books and supplies increased 9.4% from May of 2024 to May 2025. As costs pile up, over half of parents are planning to cut back on necessities to pay for school-related shopping, and 44% are planning to take on debt, according to a Credit Karma consumer survey. Weibar says even as prices rise, it's also important to save for long and short-term education expenses.
A great avenue, which, believe it or not, only about 10% of parents use, is a 529 plan. And that is geared specifically for education and allows for tax-free growth.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Okay, the survey also found that 17% of parents spent $5,000 or more on unexpected or emergency expenses for their children last year.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, let's talk about something else besides the hot weather, because we started to see that transition to better temperatures today, thanks to some cloud cover that started to increase a little bit, and also haziness. You may have noticed that out there. It's not from any wildfires locally, but from some over in Idaho. But we're definitely watching for the potential of any wildfire risks, as we have an elevated possibility of that thanks to some shower activity. While it is much needed, but we are seeing the concern of lightning coming out of these storms, inducing any kind of wildfires out there. So First Alert Radar tracking some down in southwestern areas of Yakima County this evening. But outside of that, we are going to be watching for that expansion elsewhere, especially I'll step out and show you with that First Alert Weather Day for areas in the Cascades and the lower elevations, as thunderstorm chances will be at 20 to 30% for your Wednesday. But here's the big case. We've got significant dryness over around the Cascades, especially just beyond the eastern areas of the Leeward side. We're also seeing critical dryness for elsewhere across the viewing area for the majority of the square miles out here, with elevated dryness elsewhere just south of Yakima itself and back west of areas of Sunnyside in southwestern Yakima County. Now, all of this to say, with our rain chances building in here, we are seeing our greatest potential, and you can see the areas in red, that'll be for thunderstorm risk. Areas in green, just good old-fashioned rain. We're also seeing a little bit of it in the blues and the foothills as well. So certainly something we'll be monitoring over the next 24 to 48 hours, with that still being highlighted in our forecast carrying on into Thursday. But let's put it in the motion, shall we, with Futurecast, so you can kind of see what we're expecting here with any rainfall activity. I've got this stopped here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice it's very, very light activity setting up across the board here. But we are also, as I mentioned, going to be monitoring. There may be just enough energy in the atmosphere to work with for some of these to turn into a couple of claps of thunder out there. But by noontime and heading into the afternoon hours, you can see that better moisture will be from the orographic lifting of any of that content along the eastward side of the Cascades there. So our far westernmost counties heading up the Cascades will see the better chance for any of that rainfall activity. But we'll still see some very light rainfall coming through, at least through tomorrow evening, heading into early Thursday morning, with another round of some very light rain potential heading into Thursday, which is going to be another chance for a First Alert Weather Day. So we'll have one for tomorrow and then one for Thursday, but mainly focused back in the Cascades again, as we've been monitoring today in that same region, with a 10 to 20% chance of rainfall. Now we'll start to see the Vegetation dryness not as significant, but still critical to elevated. And then we even have some medium dryness there being highlighted as well, with those rain chances still hovering around a 10 to 20%. But notice though, the thunderstorm chances looking pretty limited, with those colors not lit up as red as what we had for tomorrow, more green than anything else. Rain chances are going to stay on the low side, as you can see here, area wide rain chances that is, but we are going to see maybe another little spark of some rain potential for both Saturday and on Sunday. Back to the top of the forecast tonight, temperatures upper 60s to lower 70s. It will be a mild one tomorrow, upper 80s to low 90s out there. So closer to average, but still above normal. We'll see an increase in our temperature range once more going into Friday and Saturday, but we'll start to see that temper back down as we head into next week. So for the next day or two, we'll see values back closer to normal, but warmer than normal temperatures come back Friday and Saturday. Ellensburg tomorrow, we do have that alert day in there for you. Hermiston, we're going to see mid 90s back Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then low 90s returning for Sunday and Monday. And there's another alert day, Walla Walla, just a heads up for tomorrow there. We've got mid 90s again on Saturday.
All right, Hayden, thanks so much. Still ahead, we have a lot to get to here at 5.
Yeah, coming up next, it's our Spotlight. Walla Walla Public Schools thanking this firm for their commitment to students and their families. We'll tell you much more and tell you what they did on the other side of the break.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
The $7,500 federal tax credit for eligible electric vehicles is ending. Must take delivery by September 30th, 2025. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, September 18th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out for an unforgettable adventure, or take a sporty sedan for a spin, all while driving with confidence. See what makes Honda the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.49% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
Summer love for young and gold. Bachelor in Paradise, new Mondays on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Look and feel your best with cosmetic dermatology services.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back. Time for tonight's Spotlight at 5. Walla Walla Public Schools says they are extending gratitude to Peterson Hastings Wealth Advisors. This comes after the firm collected over 100 backpacks through a recent drive, which will go to students in the Columbia Basin and Walla Walla Valley. Representatives delivered the backpacks for distribution. WWPS says it supports their goal of building community partnerships to enhance opportunities for student learning. All right, if you have an idea for the Spotlight, share it with us on social media. We're on X, TikTok, Nextdoor, of course, Facebook and Instagram as well. Make sure you follow us there too.
Keep it right here. We're coming back.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Imagine a night where the sound takes over and the beat stays with you. The Hallucination takes the stage at Wild Horse Resort and Casino on September 20th. This dynamic duo fuses indigenous music with dubstep, hip-hop, drums, and bass. Get ready for an electrifying live show, open to ages 15 and up. More than a show, it's a ceremony of sounds featured in Coachella, major films, Fortnite, and more. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Designed to impress, engineered to perform. Shop GE Appliances this Labor Day at Fred's Appliance. Save big on all GE appliances, from dishwashers to ranges, fridges to ovens, and even laundry. You won't find sales like this unless you shop locally. Like this new induction range model, only $11.99. Stop in to explore GE at Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
A flight over a former ranch, now a park in the Scablands of eastern Washington.
Cliffs of basalt tower up.
And the payoff's a beautiful waterfall.
There are 3 of them. The creek splits, forming an island.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next ET, The War of the Roses gets a modern-day makeover. We're with the all-star cast. Plus, get to know reality TV's next big fam, the Nader sisters. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Well, for your Wednesday, just a reminder, we do have an elevated chance for rain potential in the forecast area-wide, around 20 to 30%. That's also going to help with the extra moisture in the air in the form of cloud cover, keep our temperatures down a little bit as far as the highs are concerned by tomorrow afternoon. We'll be watching close for a couple of thunderstorms from being capable of producing some lightning-induced wildfires. Hopefully not, but that's certainly something we'll be watching. Unfortunately, temperatures will be increasing once more as we go into Friday and Saturday. We'll go back down to the low 90s by the start of next week.
Yeah, other than that lightning, it looks pretty good to have some rain, right?
Yes, we need it.
Absolutely. We also need a reason to smile, don't you think?
Yes.
Always good to end the newscast like that. And Rick, you've done it again.
Cool.
Look at this calming new school year jitters. I love that. Yep, the sun setting and
you can do it.
We're out in Richland and I love it. Yeah, you can do it. Oh, I didn't even see that
yeah,
first.
There,
yeah.
Yep.
I was too busy being distracted by that beautiful sun.
It's an awesome, all in all, a great picture.
Beautiful. Love it, love it. And thank you to Lifetime Dental, as always, for being our sponsor for A Reason to Smile. All right, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us and spending your Tuesday night with us.
Yeah, more news anytime at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Thanks for joining us, everybody. World News Tonight with David Muir coming at you next, and then we'll see you at 6 o'clock.
Yep, getting that newscast ready for you right now, so stay tight, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Hoping your news is good news.